Alright, so I was trying to find a video to do, and then I put the poll up, and this is where we're at, and I am nervous, man. Welcome one, welcome all. Hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel, man. You can see by the title, Paramore. This is why I'm nervous to get to this one. I'm happy it's a 10-track listen. That always bodes well. I always say when people put 10 tracks to an album, that's what was supposed to be there. That's the goal, that's the focus, that's the intent, tenfold. However, I haven't really liked the singles. I didn't really like the title track. I did not like Come Kosau or Come Kose, whatever it is. Was not a fan of that one. I had a video for that one, and I just decided not to upload it. I just didn't want to go through with it. I thought it would not work out. I think it was early in the whole comeback thing for Paramore, so I didn't want to be the subject of nothing. But yeah, I've seen this one is very divisive, more so than After Laughter, but I've also seen some positive stuff for it, so maybe it'll surprise me, but I can't lie, man, I'm nervous. So let's see what we got, man. This is why Paramore. Let's go. All right, number one. I mean, that was just talking about it. Title track. This is why. If you haven't heard this, it's a little bit of it for you because I already have. It's not really my favorite, but again, if you haven't heard it, here's a little bit of it for you. Number two, the news. There we go, yeah. I don't know. I like the production a lot. I love the guitar chords. Haley sounds great. I don't know, but I think it kind of fell out of favor for me as it went on. I'm not really crazy about the whole that news thing. I wasn't really crazy about that. I like the attitude of it because again, that's what a lot of people look for with Paramore, stuff like Decode, everything on Riot. I don't know though. That one was good, but I don't know if it didn't hold me towards the end. I definitely kind of felt myself waning a little bit towards the end, but I do love the guitar. The chords were absolutely beautiful, but I was kind of losing interest towards the end, unfortunately. Number three, running out of time. Said I was gonna take some flowers to my neighbor, but I ran out of time. Said I walked the dog a little further than the driveway tonight. The extra mile, no regret. I'm always running out of time. That's nice, I like that. There was traffic, spilled my coffee, crashed my car, otherwise would have been here on time. I'm always running out of time. Okay, I like that one. That one I think is a little bit more engaging than the news. I think it's a bit more energetic as well. And I think there's a lot more ambition in that one too. The chords are very weird on that one. The melody is a little off-putting at first, but you get the groove as the song goes on. Love when the background vocals came in during the pre-chorus, on the second chorus. That was fire. Always love that. I think the first time I ever heard that might have been The Police when I was like very, very young. And I think it was on Every Breath You Take, or one of their songs. But Sting and The Police always did that with their songs. So since a young age, I've always loved that. But I do like this one a little bit more than the news. I could see why this would be off-putting though for a lot of the fandom. It has a experimental sound, and it has that organic sound that a lot of people do late in their discographies, which I always think is cool to try and attempt. It just usually ends up being super, super divisive, and it looks like that's the same case with this here. which isn't a bad thing. It's just, you know, people are gonna like what they like and people are gonna want what they want. So this is interesting though. I do like this one. It is definitely jarring though as a first listen. I was not expecting this, especially from how the singles were. I thought it was gonna be more comme ça and less of like the traditional stuff. And I know nobody likes that. I know everybody's like, let them evolve and let them do different things. And I'm the same way. Y'all know me. I hate when people limit their artists to one project that they did, like how they do with The Weeknd, how they did with Michael Jackson, how they did with Prince. Like, that's never my thing. I just think it's good to get glimpses every now and then. And I feel like because this sound is a bit of a deviation as well from After Laughter, I think it might have been harder for some people to accept. But I still like it. It's definitely going to take some growing. Off of first listen, of course. But so far, I am still, I'm intrigued to see where the rest of the album goes. It's definitely like, oh, okay, this is the vibe as we're, you know, going across it. And, you know, it's only 10 tracks. So they were committed to it, and I have to respect that. Usually, anybody has to respect that, really, if we're being honest. And speaking of, number 4, is it C'est comme ça? C'est comme ça? C'est comme ça. This was the other single that came out that I wasn't crazy about at all. But if you haven't heard it, or if you do like it, here's a little bit of it for you. In a single year, I've aged 100. Number 5, Big Man, Little Dignity. That's pretty. Your subscription to redemption has been renewed. You keep your head high, smooth operator in the shit stain suit. That's so pretty. I love the backgrounds. Yeah, I'd probably say that's my favorite so far. I'm a sucker for overlays and harmonies and just the many things that you can do with vocals, man. I'm a sucker for all of that. But the tone of that song was really pretty. Felt like one of those like 80s groove ballad type songs. Loved what she was talking about. Really was a nice little break from, I guess, the more attitude heavy songs on there. This one didn't feel as energetic or aggressive, but I think it worked more for that one. It works as a break too for the midpoint of the album. So yeah, I think that'd be my favorite so far. Loved the vibe. The backgrounds were beautiful. The harmonies were beautiful. Yeah, definitely my favorite track so far. Number 6, You First. I don't know about that one. Definitely would need more listens to really grasp it, but yeah, I don't know about that one. Number 7, I believe. I think number 7, Figure 8. Drain me dry down to the last drop. Once you let me go. There we go. There we go. My flimsy spine, unsuspicious mind, I was only being kind. Yeah, that's what I needed. That's exactly what I needed. Yeah, that was fire. That's exactly what I needed. Coming up on the last bit of tracks, number 8, Liar. Breakdown is absolutely gorgeous. I love that. I'm kind of iffy on that one though too, just because of how drastic it was from Figure Eight. I was not expecting that much of a come down, and I guess they kind of did it on from Big Man, Little Dignity to You First, but I don't know, man. That was pretty. That was nice, but uh, I would need a second listen to like really, really immerse myself and get into it. Because I was kind of hoping for a back-to-back thing with Figure Eight and this being after it, but you know, it is what it is. I'm on the fence about it. I'm iffy on it, but it is a very beautiful song. So yeah, definitely, I definitely wanted the energy to stay a little consistent on that one though. Number 9, Crave. That's pretty. Wow. Okay. Ooh. She said, ooh, doo, doo, doo. Okay. You better sing, Haley. You better sing. Okay. It was dope. It was a dope little track. I like it. And finally, number 10, Thick Skull. I am a magnet for broken pieces. Landed over the head. Epiphany. Listen again. Come on, give it to me. Okay. Okay. All right. I really don't know what to say here. That wasn't my favorite, especially the last song. I would say Thick Skull and You First definitely are not gonna be ones I revisit unless I give the album another run through. Um, yeah, I'm not I'm just perplexed, man. Like, there was stuff about it I loved. There was a lot that I didn't like. And I don't like to say that just because Paramore is so vital to the culture, so vital to music. Haley Williams in general, like a true icon. I'm not happy with it though. That wasn't my favorite listen to do on here. And I know a lot of people were really looking forward to that. And I've seen people say that it was the best record of the year. It just felt a little disjointed to me. I think the vocal performance was great from Haley. She killed it. Band members did great. I'm a little on the fence on just the way that the album ran. Like, I think the second half felt way more kind of random than the first half, especially going from Figure 8 to Liar, and such a drastic tone shift. You know, I just didn't feel a lot of consistency on the album for me. I know some people love the new subject matter, and I'm all for that as well. You know, you want people to evolve in music. You want people to talk about different things. That's the main reason why a lot of new artists aren't really sticking around. Truth be told, like, I really don't care about most pop music. Like, there's a single that just dropped. You can probably fill in the blank of who it is. I'm not a fan of her at all. But her debut album went crazy and everybody was all over it, and I just was not into it. Like, nothing on that album said anything to me. There was one song that I thought was decent, but yeah, that whole situation, not for me. And the reason I bring that up is because I'm sure the new single is just about the same thing that the album was about, and I don't want to hear that. With Paramore, you know, everything they were talking about on their early albums, you wouldn't want them to still be there, mindset wise and lyric wise. So I'm glad that the subject matter here felt much more adult, much more mature, and much more current, modern, like for right now in this stage of their lives, you know. But it just kind of, the energy just felt like it was on reserve for most of the album. There were parts where it came through, and there were parts where it was really, really fun and we got into it. But as a whole, I don't feel like I got the same moving experience that I usually get with Paramore. Like, After Laughter had me moving. Like, I really did feel every song on there. I think the self-titled album has my favorite song, One of Those Crazy Girls. Love that song. So, you know, I feel like that experience is something I'm not longing for after hearing the latest from them. And you know, it happens with artists. There's always going to be that one moment in their career or that one album in their discography that just does it for you, and you're always going to want something to rekindle that, something to bring that back for you. So it's unfortunate, man. I was looking forward to it, but I was apprehensive just because I wasn't happy with the main singles. So I don't know, man. Maybe it'll take a couple listens, but for right now, yeah, I'm gonna have to pass on that one, unfortunately. I know a lot of people love this one for 2023 releases, but I'm gonna just have to leave it at my usual. Love that for you, but it's not really hitting for me. I do love Figure 8 though. Figure 8 was fantastic. Big Man, Little Dignity was beautiful. There's some fun to be had there, but overall, I probably wouldn't go back to it, which I really hate to say. Yeah, man, that's gonna do it for the video, unfortunately. Like, share, subscribe, the whole nine. You know the biz, you know what it is. It's Jared O'Brien, and I'm out.